Ladies and gentlemen, it is main event time. I'm Brandon Benefield alongside the great GB Gerard Bonner. The RWA Heavyweight Championship is on the line. Let's go back to our ring announcer.
And his opponent, being escorted to the ring by the Psycho Girl, Angelina Love. He is the current reigning and defending RWA Heavyweight Champion, Psycho Boy Fodder.
Well, indeed, it is main event time, and you see the RWA, the Revolution Wrestling Authority Heavyweight Champion, Psycho Boy Fodder, on his way for what he hopes is another successful title defense, flanked, of course, by his loving wife, dare I say it. Well, she loves him a whole lot, as you can tell. Angelina Love, the Psycho Girl, and they've literally had a chokehold on this championship here in RWA.
Well, she definitely loves him a lot more than she does this crowd as she's getting into it with the people in the front row here tonight at High Point.
Well, for sure, one thing that this Psycho team has never done has endeared themselves to the crowd here, but it has worked for them. This is Psycho Boy's favorite part of the show.
Absolutely.
No doubt about it. But yeah, this is where we are, defending the RWA Heavyweight Championship, but this is a very interesting challenge, taking on former WWE superstar James Ellsworth, who would love to add championship gold to his resume.
A very unique competitor, to say the least here. And you notice who the official is. It's Harkey. And they've got a bit of an issue with Harkey and Fodder that goes way back over the past year. So we'll see if that comes into play here in this matchup.
Indeed, we will. You know, you think about a James Ellsworth, and again, his career has really been made on him being underestimated by so many opponents. And that could be a challenge if the Psycho Boy underestimates him. But
well, you see who has a microphone here.
yeah, I thought I saw a microphone there.
The Psycho Girl has grabbed the mic.
Hey, Ellsworth. I know it took you a long time to get here today. You had a very busy weekend. We've also had a very busy, very successful weekend.
Oh, all right.
So we have a little idea for you, a little favor. Baby, you want to tell them?
All of you shut your mouths right now.
Wow.
Fodder not making any friends here tonight in the crowd.
And it's really, we hear him on a mic.
You got two options.
He's gonna beat the hell out of you!
Shut your mouth, huh?
Oh, look out.
Right now, huh?
Oh, wow. Feisty crowd here in High Point.
Fodder challenging the crowd.
You got two options. You can lay down right here. You can let me pin you, and I will walk out of here the RWA Heavyweight Champion. And you can go right to the pay window, pick up your pay, and leave in one piece. Or I can beat you down with this psycho stick right here.
Nobody wants a psycho stick.
Still leave RWA Heavyweight Champion and me and my exquisite wife will walk over to the pay window and collect your pay for you. So what do you want to do, Ellsworth?
Fairly compelling options. I'm not sure where Ellsworth will go with this.
First off, how are we doing today, North Carolina? So, Fodder here wants me to lay down for him so we can get an easy 3 count so we can get out of here. Do you people want me to do that? Listen, and Fodder, hey, pay attention to me when I'm talking to you, and you're going to hear this. From what I understand, Your own wife won't even lay down for you.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So, why do you expect me to do it?
Easy, Ellsworth.
Yikes.
Take a little vote. Let's try this, North Carolina. Do you want me to lay down for him? Or do you want me to kick his teeth right down his throat? Well, I appreciate that, North Carolina, but I have had a long weekend. I drove here 5.5 hours, and I have to drive 5.5 hours back to Baltimore. So maybe it would be easier if I just lay down. Let him get his victory. I'll get pictures with everybody before we leave, and we'll just do it that way.
Ellsworth is considering this. He's had a
How
long
about
day.
this? Yeah, he's had a long road trip. I think he's actually going to lay down here, GB.
It looks like he's accepting this offer.
I mean, why not? Get your pay
Well,
and hit the road.
you can't become the champion like this, that's for sure.
Well, that's true. Easy day's work here for Fodder as he goes for the pin.
Well,
we heard the bell.
Here it is. Oh, wait, but no!
A quick roll
Be
up.
careful! Whoa!
Ellsworth suckered Fodder in there and almost got a 3 count.
Slick move for Ellsworth, who loves to remind the world that he has defeated the phenomenal AJ Styles multiple times. Could that equate to a championship opportunity when he slipped outside? Oh, wow.
Wait a second, I think Angelina thinks it's Fodder.
She has no idea. Wow.
Oh, look out. And if there's one thing we know, GB, it's you don't disrespect the Psycho Girl, and you definitely don't put your hands on her.
You do not, and now you see Fodder is literally chasing Ellsworth. Now this is unusual. Usually it's Fodder using Angelina as a weapon, but Ellsworth decided to do that this time around.
Ellsworth suckering in Fodder and taking a cheap shot there. Now both men finally back in the ring. Olé, says Ellsworth, and there goes Fodder right back outside again.
And a low drop kick there for Ellsworth, and this is not going the way that the Psycho Boy imagined.
Fodder spilling into the front row just about as they head over to the timekeeper's table. And Fodder's head just bouncing off of the table.
So we got a chance to see Fodder take on a number of opponents here during his championship reign. What kind of a different challenge does Ellsworth offer to Fodder here? Because can you imagine? I never thought we'd see Ellsworth taking Fodder out into the crowd.
I wouldn't either, but now looks like he's going to bounce his head off that steel chair, and he certainly does. But Ellsworth comes in here playing into the mind games that Fodder was trying to play by making him think he was going to lie down.
Yeah.
Instead, the quick roll-up, and he completely threw Fodder off his game here.
He certainly did. Normally, this is the kind of activity we'd see from Fodder, catching his opponent off guard, but Ellsworth has been a master manipulator and a master of mind games. And he's doing that in such an unconventional way that Fodder's calling for a timeout.
And as we know, there's no timeouts in pro wrestling.
Not just, what is that?
What is he feeding Fodder there? Something from the bleachers, something from the concession stand.
Meanwhile, the referee is being extremely lenient. This is not a no count out or no DQ kind of contest here.
Off the brick wall goes the face of Fodder. And I tell you what, these fans out in the bleachers not expecting to get this up close and personal with these superstars here tonight.
Certainly not. And again, the champion there is in trouble. The referee's trying to get them back into the ring where the championship can be decided there. But this is something I did not think that Ellsworth would be in control for as long as he had. And now from the windows to the walls. And I won't finish the rest of that.
Yeah, fans, you know the rest. Let's get back in the ring, folks. Here we go.
Challenging time, and I wonder, we've had a successful title reign so far, and it's been unconventional for the champion Fodder, who many don't realize is the second longest reigning champion here in the history of Revolution Wrestling Authority, having held the title over 500 days, but that is certainly in jeopardy right now, courtesy of James Ellsworth.
And I think to the shock of a lot of people, that would be the case here. As now he's tuning up the band, maybe looking for no chin music, but you see Angelina Love, the Psycho Girl, grabbing the foot of Ellsworth.
And she's got to protect her investment for sure, and that was the kind of move needed to potentially turn the momentum of this matchup around.
Now Fodder finally with the advantage, going to lay the boots now to the chest of Ellsworth, who's down in the corner.
Psycho Boy Fodder has made a...
Oh, look at this. Classic Angelina Love here with the referee's back turned, just choking James Ellsworth.
He has certainly made it a mastery of this kind of activity in order to retain his championship. And kudos to Fodder. I mean, this is what brought him to the dance from the very beginning. He has not changed his methods. Instead, he's figured out how to use them to his advantage. As we're seeing right now, Angelina Love continuing to do the dirty work with the Psycho Stick.
And you mentioned earlier, James Ellsworth, known as the underdog, the ultimate underdog, the man who said any man with two hands has a fighting chance. Well, does he have a chance here tonight to walk out the new RWA heavyweight champion? We'll find out.
Well, he certainly started off with a house of fire, but right now the tide has turned, and now the question's going to be, can Ellsworth turn things around to be able to get really a fighting chance at the RWA heavyweight championship?
And now Fodder returning the favor from earlier, as earlier Ellsworth was bouncing Fodder's head off of the ring apron. Now a rake to the back from the Psycho Boy. And
I wonder if on that long drive that Ellsworth had here today that he actually thought about how Fodder goes about these matches. Maybe that's why he took Fodder to the outside earlier, but now that Fodder has returned the favor, this match right now certainly is in the direction of the champion.
Now a rear chin lock here from Psycho Boy Fodder, trying to slow down the pace of the match here as Ellsworth in trouble. Can I still call it a rear chin lock with its James Ellsworth?
I guess it's just a rear lock.
A rear lock?
A rear lock. Well, that sounds weird either.
Yeah.
But what I can say for sure is the pace of this match currently favors the champion, who likes to be very intentional, very methodical, and that certainly is working, where now he has again the strength, power, and size advantage over Ellsworth.
But the crowd rallying behind Ellsworth here as he makes his way back up to his feet and fires away with those right hands, those body shots, but a big back elbow from the Psycho Boy sends Ellsworth right back to the corner.
So seeing that Ellsworth certainly is disadvantaged when it comes to size against Fodder and is the challenger, what does Ellsworth need to do to really get back into this contest?
I feel like what he had to do at the beginning, which is get back outside, play down to the level of the Psycho Boy, play the games of the Psycho Boy. But now the Psycho Boy sending Ellsworth back first hard into that top turnbuckle, now picking up the advantage once again.
Yeah, Ellsworth is going to need some way to turn this around, because he does not have an Angelina Love in his corner to turn the tide, much like Fodder did. And now that Ellsworth is really in trouble, what can he pull from to be able to turn the tide? And maybe it's those two hands that will give him a fighting chance in this contest.
He's trying his best to get back up. Fodder going to bring him up and send him right back in, spine first into the top turnbuckle.
It's literally pillar to post for Ellsworth, but now Ellsworth comes up there with a big leg and now jumping to the second rope. This could be where things turn around.
From the second turnbuckle, what's he got in mind? Oh, a flying flatliner from the second turnbuckle just laid out. The Psycho Boy now could be the chance for Ellsworth.
This is where Ellsworth needs to capitalize, because it's not often that the opponents of Fodder get him in this kind of trouble where the championship would be in jeopardy.
Both men fighting from their knees. Now both men trying to get back up to a vertical base. And now it's just a straight-up slugfest here, GB.
Ellsworth is looking to do what nobody's been able to do since December of 2023, and that is take the RWA Heavyweight Championship away from Fodder. But those two fighting hands rolling up, and a big right hand there for Ellsworth.
When Fodder is down, the champ is down, and now Ellsworth tuning up the band one more time if he connects with no chin music. Oh, but wait a second. Of course, the Psycho Girl getting involved once again. Harkey reprimanding the Psycho Girl.
Meanwhile, in the background, do you see what I see? The Psycho Stick comes into play.
And we had a feeling it would, and there's the Psycho Slam.
And this could be all.
The hook of the leg.
And he holds it, and he got him.
And retaining the RWA heavyweight title is the Psycho Boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, your honor, and still RWA heavyweight champion, Psycho Boy.
Well, for well over 500 days, by hook or by crook, Psycho Boy Fodder continues to keep a stranglehold on the RWA Heavyweight Championship, making it difficult for any competitor who wants. Oh, but wait, do you see what I see?
Wait a second, Ellsworth back in the ring here. Oh, and a little meeting of the mind, some friendly fire there amongst Psycho Love.
Well, Ellsworth might not be leaving with the championship, but he'd love to leave with the last word here.
That's right, still looking for his pound of flesh as he tunes up the band. No chin music right to the teeth of the Psycho Boy.
Impressive there from Ellsworth, and I guess he feels like he may have gotten some comeuppance, but unfortunately for Ellsworth, it does not result in him becoming the RWA Heavyweight Champion. Your winner, hashtag and still the RWA Heavyweight Champion. It's the Psycho Boy Fodder, who keeps inching toward becoming the longest reigning champion in this company's history.
It was a heck of an effort from the former WWE superstar, James Ellsworth. But tonight the headline reads, as you mentioned, retaining that title, Psycho Boy Fodder.